two-star showdown. The rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows they gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Fry. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Finds his big tight end. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. And the Aggies moving quickly to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it. Touchdown, Aggie. And they strike first. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Soto. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Breaks into the open. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense putting points on the board.
The defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And as he throws, incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, the only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really keep screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Slings it downfield. Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Grabbed over the middle. It's Nicholson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Lofts one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets rid of it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Snagged out of the air. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Unloads it left. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Did Beaver really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The short hand, it's stuck. There he goes. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down in bounds. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Aggies!
you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their...
Makes the grab down the left side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust. Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Aggie. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 10 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything big.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And the returner will be brought down. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Rush is on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on fourth down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
He gets a block, and the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
That's good for a Fighting Texas Aggie.
He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Aggie.
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season. On point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
And he makes the extra point. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half. Got the lead and going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Floating away. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Bringing the heat. With the catch, it's Fry. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going over the top. Finds a spot in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He'll take another shot here. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of Bud Meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? To the air on 2nd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Takes it the other way. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. You felt as if there might be a huge play coming when he got out and got loose to the left, heaved it downfield, but couldn't quite make a connection.
And your brain has to switch immediately when you're playing defense, and that QB gets outside the pocket.
Oh, he's got some space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Aggies want to pick up the tempo. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. Lots of room to run. He's at the 30, the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Let's just call it like it is. The 1st half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's stumped. Got room at the 35. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. And the Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Aggies! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll be brought down quickly. That's always the risk when you bring it out of the end zone. Do you make it to the 25 or not? In this case, not. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to go up top on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 25. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Let's go!
He'll take it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the offense will stay out there with a mere 3 ticks remaining here in the first half. Using his feet. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. Let's not say they cut into the depth of that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Turner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys.
Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Looking to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. Crosses the 45 out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Fires one high and deep. He makes a catch. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
The give. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the 2nd half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And the extra point is good. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score.
Texas.
Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Aggie! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The Aggies in position to say goodbye to Texas University. So long to the orange and the white as they build the lead.
It's been gig 'em here. They're pulling away, just making more plays, and it seems like at the opportune moment, they're the team that's stepping up.
And they're loving this. The A&M fan base, that is. Just loving giving it to their rival, Texas. If they can finish this one off, these people will go insane. And how about it, man? Just aggressiveness. Well, you've already got the lead. You got a comfortable lead. You're sitting pretty, but this offense, actually this coach says, I want more. I want to get this onside kick, and not only do they try it, they get it.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
That man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Oh, he got loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Texas A&M going quickly.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers, these
Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Just keeps slinging it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Fitted in the window for the score. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
and there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Texas, 17.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here comes the Texas offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He wants to change this route. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. And the third down pass is incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Here's the pressure. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
He lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Soto. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Unleashes one. Got him downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Quarterback may change this route. Catch in the middle, it's Nicholson. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Scrambling away. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
It's a fumble on the play. Scoops it up, double line ball.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Lost to fire on second down. Makes the grab. It's stuffed. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Oh, he wants it all. Touchdown, Aggies! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Soto. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Touch pass on the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looking to throw on first down. And the timing just a hair off.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays.
There he goes. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They get to him as he throws. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
Lost a throw on 1st down. Works the middle of the field.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Punch it out of the air. Touchdown, Aggie. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game. And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I know a lot of people were thinking there was a chance this defense could contain one of the best running backs in all of college football. I don't know if anybody thought...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggie. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Lining up to convert third down. Might be changing the route. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds his tight end. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's stumped. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll try to run it in. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
To the air on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. The 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Got room to work. Still on his feet.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble.
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He gets it in there for the 2, and they'll chop a couple off that lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Rice. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll take the deep shot. And he's got it inside the 35. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. One more play to pad the stats. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking for the score. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone. The latest edition of this tradition-rich rivalry ends with the Aggies saying howdy to a victory over the despised Longhorns in the Lone Star Showdown. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.